I'm not ready. I am scared. I am worried. But you know what? We gotta rip the band-aid off and get through this because I feel like this is going to hurt big time. Hello everyone, it is Liam Caddison here, and we are reacting to the first part of the finale of the installment of Harry Potter, the Deathly Hallows Part 1. Oh boy, there is a rush of dread and anxiety running through my body right now because whereas things have gotten a bit darker the last few movies and we've lost beloved characters, this is the movie, like, not only is this the movie where everything is pushed to the middle of the table and all bets are off, I guess, but you know, the title alone, it doesn't exactly scream Harry Potter and the Puppies of Rainbow Street, does it? So yeah, so I'm really worried regarding what could potentially happen, but I'll go into that in a little moment. I just want to say a huge thank you to everyone who has been enjoying the reactions to the Harry Potter franchise ever since we first began. Whether you have been watching them on YouTube or whether you've watched the full reactions on Patreon, I really appreciate the support, and I guess the new members as well, to the Cata crew, which I hope you guys do stick around for, because I really have appreciated the love and support that I have seen flood through into the comments section. It really melts my heart, and a big heart to you all. So thank you all very much for the love and support you have shown throughout these, throughout the past 6 movies, and hopefully throughout the next couple of movies as well. So thank you all very much. I love you all, and it is very much appreciated. So yeah, I'm scared. I am really scared. Because the last few movies, like I said, things have gotten progressively darker. Not just with Voldemort returning at the ending of the Goblet of Fire, but the deaths we've had of beloved characters. We've lost Cedric, we've lost Sirius, and Dumbledore really kicked me in the gut and decided to knock me to the floor. That was emotional as hell, and I still want to believe that Snape is playing Voldemort, but moment by moment, I'm just losing hope. I don't know. I don't want to be disappointed. Like, there's a part of me that's saying don't get, too hopeful, Liam, but at the end of the day, I'm just hoping that Snape is playing Voldemort, because Harry's at his low point at this moment, and Voldemort, if anything, has the high ground, so I mean, this is really scary, and I'm really dreading about the potential because, like I said, all bets, they're off. So, and I feel like this is going to be, like, very much, like, equal to Endgame in terms of, okay, well, we could lose a proliferate of characters, well, not just Endgame, Infinity War, if anything, especially since this is the first part, like Infinity War was. So we could lose a proliferate of characters, and characters that we love severely. I would say love to death, but that would be a very poor choice of wording, wouldn't it? And there are characters that I love to the bottom of my heart as well. So I don't know how I'm going to handle it if I'm losing someone like Hermione, if we lose Luna, if we lose the twins. Because I don't know, like, Dumbledore wrecked me, so I'm not ready for this, and I've grown an attachment to certain characters throughout this franchise. So yeah, like, not only have I grown an attachment to the series, but to certain characters as well. I love, I've really enjoyed the journey of Harry Potter, from the starting point to where we are right now. It's been a very great journey, and it's been really great being able to record these reactions. I know I've had a few people who are like, "You're British, you haven't seen Harry Potter, what?" But then again, I prefer coffee over tea. Tea sucks. Come at me, Brits. And I don't like football as well, so I'm one of a kind. But no, honestly, I feel like this is I don't know, a diamond in the rough. The fact that I'm able to do these reactions, because I see people doing Star Wars reactions, and man, how I would love to do. Considering I'm a huge Star Wars fan, I would love to have had the opportunity to do so. Yeah, I'm really, really grateful I've got the opportunity to react to a beloved franchise like Harry Potter, and put them out on YouTube. And like I said, the support that has come through over the last, 6 movies so far, and like I said, hopefully that continues over the next 2 movies. The support and love and the amazing respect from the Harry Potter fans has just been absolutely wonderful to see, and it has melted my heart so much. So I'm very, very fortunate to be able to, I guess, deliver this gift to you all, to all the Potter fans. I don't know what you exactly... I'm sure someone in the comments on Patreon or YouTube at some point will tell me what the official fandom name is called. I think it's Potterhead, but I might need to be... I might need that to be clarified at some point. So yeah, but okay, let's not stall this any longer. This is the first part of the Deathly Hallows. Pray for me, people. Let's go. I love that effect. My ears don't really have the same opinion.
These are dark times, there is no denying. Our world has perhaps faced no greater threat than it does today.
True that.
But I say this to our
Spell nej!
Obliviate.
Oh? Oh my god, no! Hermione!
Most likely the home of someone in the Order. I'm told it's been given every manner of protection possible. Once there,
No!
it will be impractical to attack him.
I'd like to volunteer myself for this task.
No, you can... You've... No, you've...
Have I not spoken to you about keeping our guest quiet?
Yes.
Oh.
And the call. Dragon heartstring. Dragon heartstring.
He's a very, very compelling villain, you gotta admit. Like, he has such a way of characterization.
To her, the mixture of magical and muggle blood is not an abomination, but something
She respects
to be
that diversity.
Severus, please. We're friends.
Oh, he's gonna get him to kill her, isn't he? Poor Malfoy. Oh man. It's kind of like an end. Like, you can really tell the finale is here, like where we first started.
His stakes on the raw side now.
My husband, the Joker. By the way, wait
Oh,
till
they
you
got
hear the
married!
news. Remus and
Right,
I.
all right. We'll have time for a cozy catch-up later. We've got to get the hell out of here. And soon.
And I do want to marry, like, Tonks, to be fair.
Goblin piss.
I have lots of experiences with that, do you, Maddo?
What does... I'm not gonna ask, to be fair.
Attention.
Here we go.
This, you're not you, so shut it and strip. All right, all right.
You need to change too, Potter.
Look away. I'm hideous.
I knew she was lying about that tattoo.
Harry, your eyesight really is awful.
Right then, we'll be pairing off.
Wow, it sounds like a jab at me, to be fair.
Hagrid, we have to help the others. I can't do that, Harry! Mad Eye's orders!
Yeah, I mean, we don't have to like it, but... Sadly, the main prerogative is... Oh, God. Nice, nice! Ooh, oh, 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 shit!
No! No!
Hedwig! Oh, that's not... That's messed up. He's... Oh my god. Ooh, that blew up in his face! Oh my god, we are not... You lost the first battle. Oof. Quite a bunch of people are going to lose their electric.
The first time Harry Potter visited my office in Hogwarts...
Are you mad?
What's Grisha?
Grindylow!
Really extreme way of testing, though, but...
We've been betrayed.
Jeez, Lupin.
Voldemort knew you were being moved tonight.
Be the house back. Where's George?
Oh.
I'm holy, Fred. Get it?
Stop it, you guys!
And you go for I'm holy. It's pathetic.
I reckon I'm still better looking than you.
At least you're able to tell each other apart now, alright?
Mad Eye's dead.
Morning.
Oh, George. Ah!
All together now!
I leave the snitch he caught in his first Quidditch match at Hogwarts as a
Oh,
reminder
what a callback.
of the rewards of perseverance and skill.
Very Dumbledore-esque, isn't it? To, like, give him something very, very memorable like that.
Outside the sword are unknown.
Excuse me?
The sword is missing. I don't know what you're up to, Mr. Potter, but you can't fight this war on your own.
No.
He's too strong.
So that's... Yeah, that's a bit of a shitter, isn't it? Now, that, like, he's worthy and yet the sword's gone missing.
How are you, Luna?
Very well. Got bitten by a garden gnome only moments ago.
Gnome saliva is very beneficial.
Poor Luna.
Same
Bad
feelings, look, We
gnomes.
live just over the hill.
Pleasure to meet you, sir.
I trust you know, Mr. Potter, that we at the Quibbler and like those toadies at the Daily Prophet fully supported Dumbledore in his lifetime and in his death. Support you just as fully.
Thank you.
Come, Daddy. Harry doesn't want to talk to us right now. He's just too polite to say so.
Harry Potter.
Please protect her. Please protect her.
Minister of Magic is dead. They are coming.
Oh no. Which basically means run. Just bolt it.
Nice meeting you, Mr. Potter.
Yep, there we go. Run, run, run. Oh my god. Bloody, oh my god. Is it just her working here at the minute? Has to be done. shrugs off a little bit of the chase from you.
Obliviate.
What's that all about?
I believe a different one would work, I swear. There must be another way.
That was Ollivander. Come on.
R.A.B. Sirius's brother.
Yes. Question is, did he actually destroy the real Horcrux?
Did he go through with it or not? That's the...
My father will hear about this.
Okay, Draco. Oh, man.
As your new
Oh,
Minister
man.
for Magic, I promise to restore this temple of tolerance
That
to its former
bitch!
glory.
I need to... Right, I'm not... I mean, it's bad enough that the Death Eaters are now taking over the Ministry. I don't need to see that scummy, asshole, diseased piece of shit.
If you have nothing to hide.
Oh! I hate her.
Creature in Diagon Alley, which Dobby thought was curious. And then Dobby heard Creature mention Harry Potter's name. And then Dobby saw Creature talking with the thief.
Come on, fire.
Dobby's got shoes as well.
Bleeding bow and all.
Oh god, it is her, isn't it? So my brain is gonna have a shutdown. My hair is just all over the place because it can't even today.
Are those Muggles in their rightful place?
Oh my god.
I'm starting to freak out a bit.
No, wait. I just want to make something clear. That context about the Muggles, there. That's not what I think it is. As if they were statues.
You don't.
That's fucked up. Oh. Oh my god, that is disgusting. You know what? It makes sense that this bitch is willing to jump on Voldemort's bones.
Let's get back to work, please.
She's a vulgar piece of shit who has no respect whatsoever.
Pretty cold down here.
I'm half-blood. My father was a wizard. William Alderton. He worked here for 30 years. Perhaps you know him. Always wore his jacket inside.
This is not... Oh my god. They don't care about half-bloods, that's it. Oh.
What on earth are you doing, Albert?
Oh. Oh.
Lying, Dolores. And one mustn't tell lies.
Yes! 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 Let's go! Let's go! Oh, shh! Oh my god. I thought they would have. Oh!
We have to get out the country, understand? Mary, do as I say.
Oh god. Now the polymorph is gonna wear off right now. There we are! Oh man. Oh! Oh, don't tell me everyone's gonna. Oh! Part of me was hoping that would, like, collapse on him. Yeah, like, your bag is essentially a bag of holding. For those who don't get it, D&D. There we go.
Right. Unstop it. I know, just do it. I have a feeling modern spells are going to do the trick to defeat the phylactery, essentially.
Defend. Reduction.
Harry, Harry.
It was a boy. It was he who took it. I never saw it again. I swear on my life. I believe you.
Oh my god. Because I know, like, for phylactery in my D&D game, that really affected my character when he had held of a phylactery itself. Like, it kind of warped his mindset mentally. You can see the tensions are running high with Ron suffering badly.
Tom Riddle's diary in the Chamber of Secrets.
With a basilisk fang? If you tell me
yeah,
blows in that bloody beaded bag of yours.
Don't you see? In the Chamber of Secrets, you stabbed the basilisk with the sword of Gryffindor. Its blade is impregnated with basilisk venom.
It only takes in that which makes it stronger.
Exactly.
It can destroy Horcruxes.
Nice!
You in his will.
Make sure I don't hear Ginny's name. Or Fred. Or George. Or Mum.
What, you think I'm not listening to? You think I don't know how this
That's
feels?
it, you don't want to hear your...
Your parents are dead. You have no family.
Oh my god, Ron... Oh, that's the... It's the phylactery, that's it!
Ron!
Oh...
Ron, where are you going?
My heart. This is it though. Voldemort is winning with this separation, with the Horcruxes affecting their mind. I'm glad they haven't given up on each other. My heart. For a hot second there, because they usually have, okay, we'll have some nice dances there. For a hot second.
I found something as well.
See, part of me was thinking, like, is the snitch heralding importance?
At first I thought it was an eye, but now I don't think it is. It isn't a rune, and it isn't anywhere in Spellman's syllabary. Somebody inked it in. It isn't part of the book. Somebody drew it.
Luna's dad was wearing that at Bill and Fleur's wedding.
He was! Oh, Hermione, stop it. She's a wonderful best friend.
Merry Christmas, Hermione.
Merry Christmas, Harry.
This is where he murdered them.
Kind of does stoke a bit of fire in the system, doesn't it? Oh, Stoke! That's... You just appeared out of nowhere!
You're Bathilda, aren't you?
She's made stray observations about it. Or maybe she does. She's speaking like parcel tongue. Oh, she evil, isn't she? Oh no, she bad news. Oh shit! That was the snake, yep. Oh. Don't count your chickens yet, Liam. This is why! Oh. Shit.
Maybe we should just stay here, Harry. Grow old.
I'm wondering if there's a way she could bring those memories back for them.
Gellert Grindelwald.
Gellert Grindelwald.
As we were leaving Godric's Hollow, I cast a curse and it rebounded. I'm sorry. I tried to mend it, but one's a different.
It's done. Leave me yours. Go inside and get warm.
How that parallels to Voldemort needing a new wand and now... Yes. Oh my god! It's even worse with the fact that he's underwater. Oh my god! Oh my god, it's literally... Oh my god. Thank you, Hermione. Oh.
Ronnie? Are you mental?
Run!
It was you. Oh yeah.
Happy without you.
Who could look at you?
Come on, Ron.
As Harry Potter. What are you compared with the chosen one?
Ron, it's lying!
Your mother confessed you would have preferred me as a son.
What would
The darkness sucks! Come on, Ron!
You are nothing.
Come on, Ron. There we go. Good boy. Good on. Good on you.
I say, may I ask?
My name. Just my name. Like a whisper.
Oh.
It floated toward me, the ball of light.
Oh.
Went right to my chest, straight through me. Right here. I knew it was going to take me where I needed to go.
It's a letter Dumbledore wrote to Grindelwald. Look at the signature. It's the
Same markings.
It keeps cropping up.
Yeah, it does.
In the graveyard in Godric's Hollow.
It was there too.
Uh-huh.
Outside Gregor.
Twilight's fine. Better, actually.
The death stare that she's giving him.
Do you want to read it? There were once 3 brothers who were traveling along a lonely, winding road at twilight. In time, the brothers reached a river
what a
too treacherous
transition.
to pass, asked for a wand more powerful than any in existence. So Death fashioned him one from an elder tree that stood nearby.
Ooh.
The second brother, decided he wanted to humiliate Death even further and asked for the power to recall loved ones from the grave. So Death plucked a stone from the river and offered it to him. Finally, Death turned to the third brother, held a wand in hand. He killed a wizard with whom he had once quarreled.
Oh my god.
Drunk with the power that the Elder Wand had given him, he
Wait a
bragged of his
second.
invincibility.
That would go in hand to hand with
Wizard
Voldemort.
stole the wand and slit the brother's throat for good measure. And so Death took the first brother for his own. Was never able to find him. Only when he attained a great age did the youngest brother shed the cloak of invisibility and give it to his son. He then greeted Death as an old friend and went with him gladly, departing this life.
Very humble, wasn't he, the guy with the invisibility cloak?
So there you are.
Damn, so those are the deathly in sync.
I'm sorry, sir.
The cloak of invisibility. Together they make the Deathly Hallows. Together.
Three of the most powerful things.
One master of death.
Wow.
They took
what?
My loot.
They took. How you? Really they want. And he's absolutely scared stiff. I want to punch Voldemort in his stupid non-existent nose. How can you do Luna dirty?
Treacherous little bleeder. Is there no one we can trust? They kidnapped her because he supported me. He was just desperate.
Scared.
What are the enchantments?
Well, don't hang about. Snatch him.
I hope you trip over a branch and die. Things are escalating big time. This is... oh... oh boy. Oh, run! This is... oh...
Tell me where it is. Grindelwald.
Ah, Tom. I knew you would come one day. But surely...
exploring more of the memories, seeping more into what Voldy's doing.
Tell me, Grindelwald, tell me where it is. Tell me who possesses it. The Elder Wand.
What happened to you, ugly?
No, not you.
What's your name?
Dudley. Vernon Dudley.
Jeff.
Wow! That's a middle finger! I applaud it.
What do they call you?
Penelope Clearwater. Half-blood.
Give me a wand. We'll see what her last spell was.
Oh, they can monitor that?
Got you.
He's scared, isn't he?
What is that?
Oh no.
Where'd you get that from?
It was in her bag when we searched her. Reckon it's mine now.
Apparently not. Holy shit! Bellatrix!
Luna? That sword is meant to be in my vault of Gringotts. How did you get it? Did you and your friends
Leave her alone, you bitch!
I didn't take anything.
I want to strangle her. You dare hurt my girl. Dobby!
Dobby? What are you doing here? Dobby's come to rescue Harry Potter, of course.
Dobby!
We'll always be there for Harry Potter.
Trust me.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
I like her very much.
Oh my god, Luna is a gem.
In 10 seconds.
Get him. Heh.
Your fault. Sword was there.
Oh my god.
There is no place safe for Gringotts.
I hate you.
You take a witch's wand! How dare you defy your masters!
Dobby has no master. Dobby is a
Is a-
free elf.
Yes!
Dobby has
Free
come to
elf!
save
Free
Harry
elf!
Potter and his friends.
Ooh!
Hold on. Okay. Just hold on, okay? We'll fix you. Hermione, have something in your bag. Hermione?
No, no,
Hermione.
no.
Happy to be with his friend, Harry Potter.
I want to bury him. Properly. Without magic.
He deserves that. He's taken too much. Him and his bunch of degenerates has taken too much. Oh. Yo. I can't. I can't with this. I can't. Oh god, no, 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 no. No, no, oh. Oh, fuck me in the butt. It just goes from bad to worse. It honestly goes from bad to worse. Now he's got the Supreme Wand. The Elder Wand. Oh boy. And this is it. Like, whilst his barriers are getting weaker. Just turn that off there. Whilst his barriers are getting weaker with now only 3 Horcruxes remaining, which we don't know what they are yet, I believe. Because we thought the thing around Luna's father's neck was that, but it was something else, actually. Which was some great exploration and great furthering into this final segment of the Harry Potter franchise, with the fact that we had the invisibility cloak, the Elder Wand, and this resurrection thing. which I'm wondering if that's going to come into play in the final movie, because I don't believe we've encountered it. We know the invisibility cloak, Harry has that, so unless that's another invisibility cloak, but I don't think so. All the pieces are aligning, so yeah. So we know the invisibility cloak's there. We know, well, No-Nose has the bloody Elder Wand. So yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I kind of have a feeling where this might go. I've got theories going on here. Like, I've got theories. See, this is it. Like, I have a feeling that the theory about Harry's gonna be the one that dies in the prophecy and Voldemort, that's still gonna come to fruition, in my opinion. But I have a feeling that whoever dies, like, I could be wrong. And they might go for the... Well, this what makes the stakes get raised even further. Could Voldemort be brought back by the resurrection thing? Like, not in the sense of him being the little squishy thing that he was before the transformation in Goblet of Fire, but as himself. What if, like, Harry encounters... But this is it, he's got the ultimate wand as well, so... I feel like whoever dies then could get brought back. I'm not sure. I'm just thinking that all the pieces are especially if they are associated to the Deathly Hallows, they're going to align once more. Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be the case. Regarding the resurrection thing, that whoever dies from the prophecy might get brought back, because it kind of is like Buffy the Vampire Slayer. You can skip ahead. I'm not going to talk on for too long about this, but it's only season 1. The prophecy stated that Buffy would die, and she did die in season 1, but she was brought back, I guess. So the prophecy still held merit, so something similar could happen here. So, yeah, but... Yeah, I thought this was a bit more of a slower paced movie. I mean, this is the thing with 2-parters. Like, you might get a slower paced first part that doesn't hold weight. I'd say this is one of the... See, I don't want to say it's one of the weaker films, because on a standalone basis it might be, but I'm in the mindset where I want to bridge the films together, because it's not... I don't think the book was released in 2 parts, it's just the films that are split. So I kind of want to, like, hold judgment regarding that. One thing I forgot to mention, actually, in the beginning of my intro is what I'm going to do after I've watched part 2 is I'm going to rank the films. So there is that, but... yeah, I thought this was a nice, I guess, exploration into finding the Horcruxes, continuing the journey that Harry set himself on towards, like finding the remaining Horcruxes. And what I really liked about the first part is that it doesn't really wrap things up with the Horcruxes. Like, we still have a bit to go in terms of finding the rest. And if anything, I think we only found the one. Yeah, we only found the one in this one. Cause no. Like, we had we've had 4 destroyed, so that's great. And there's 3 to go. So yeah, we didn't make too much headway in regards to finding the Horcruxes, where it was like, okay, there's 1 to go. But we're at a good midway point in terms of in terms of, okay, how far are we regarding the Horcruxes? So yeah, yeah, I thought this was a great journey into continuing that, as well as RAB, which I thought was going to hold some great like significance. To be fair, although it did with the pendant Horcrux, I'll call it that, the amulet Horcrux. It did because we found out that that was taken and that was sold off, and Umbridge had it. Oh god, I'm glad she didn't partake in this as much as she did in Order of the Phoenix, because I mean, I lost my shit, but just seeing her on screen again gave me an aneurysm. I wanted to throw myself out the window because I thought we saw the last of her, but it makes sense that Voldemort hired her, like, decided, okay, you know what? You're a bitch. You get to be kept on the ministry whilst we take over. We're doing some renovations. At least, I don't want to say this because she's a bitch and she deserves trash for the rest of her life. She deserves to be eating the grains of sand on the beach because she's that much of a bitch. But at least he does care about, I guess, I'm sure there's more people within the ministry that still got kept on but like subsided to the Death Eaters based on that fear. So I was gonna say, like, at least he does like give some people the chance to like stay on. Yeah. And we didn't I'm assuming we're gonna get a lot more Voldemort in the next movie, but the most we saw of him was him on when we got into like Harry's like when Harry kind of connected with him, being able to do that as he was on his journey to get the Elder Wand. So yeah, I really liked how this was like how he himself took primarily. There's a little fly here. How he primarily took a bit of a back foot, and the things associated with him, the Horcruxes, they were the main emphasis, as well as the Death Eaters and even the Snatchers, who, yeah, they pretty much allied themselves. They did ally themselves. I was wondering what was going on with the whole, okay, well, who are you? Pointing at Harry, because of course he's wanted. He is very, very much publicized, but I guess the disfigurement, the trick that Hermione pulled, which was A for effort though, because I was wondering what's she doing. Is she gonna try and connect him to like Voldemort so she can, so we can get further into the pieces of the puzzle? But it was also a great plan to kind of like dupe the Snatchers. So yeah. So yeah, I thought that was a really good plan. But bloody hell, I was about to lose it as well. Not just at Umbridge, but Bellatrix as well. Because, don't get me wrong, she's a fascinating villain, and she is, I guess, a bit more tolerable. Well, no, she isn't a bit more tolerable. She is, despite the shit she's pulled, she is a lot more tolerable than Umbridge, because she is right up her own arse that her head is non-existent. Her ego is that far up her own arse. Whereas Bellatrix, she's just demented. She is demented as hell, but she still pulls off some, like, she still pulls off moves that really aggravate me. Luna was kidnapped, and I've expressed how much I love her character so much. So I was absolutely scared when she got kidnapped because she's an innocent little being, and you saw how her father was absolutely dismantled. He's scared for his life. And then she tortured Hermione, even writing Mudblood in this episode. The racism in this episode, though, was absolutely, it was absolutely heartbreaking. Like, I got a very fascist vibe in the Ministry when they were doing those little pamphlet things, disrespecting Mudbloods, and, just the treatment for anyone who was not, like, even if you were a half-blood, that didn't matter. You would still get chastised. So, yeah. And I think they had, correct me if I'm wrong, but with the wording that was implied with the statues of the Mudblood, it gave me the indication that they were, turned into, that they were people who were turned into stone. Which is very, very traumatic if that is true, because that was like, I mean, this would be a villainous thing to do. Turn people into stone. Just turn people into stone because they are not pure with magic. Because that teacher's belief that they had suspended before she was eaten by that snake, that was also gnarly as well. She believed in diversity, and you saw the Death Eaters, they were like laughing it off as if it was a disgusting trait, and how much of a unorthodox idea it was. So yeah, the racism, like, I know that in episode 2 Malfoy called Hermione a filthy mudblood, and one of the things that apparently was a bit of a disappointment for people who for people who are watching the reactions was that they didn't really touch up further about the extent of the racism regarding the word mudblood. So and I think this film did a very good job at clarifying the horrificness, the just the sheer heartache about the racism, about how racist the people were, about how racist just the disrespect that that was thrown about with the, like I said, there was a lot of the personal vibe that I was getting, especially with the pamphlets, was it was going in a very fascist direction. That was what was in my gut, and I just felt revolted. So I felt like they really did a very good job at exploiting the racism more when they should have in why do I keep calling it episode, in the second film, because of the sheer significance it means, and now that like this darkness has taken a hold on the Ministry of Magic, half-bloods and muggle-borns, they are being targeted. I mean, we saw at the very beginning, there was a muggle family that was killed, and Hermione had to protect her parents by making her forget the Dursleys had to move out. So now that Voldemort and the Death Eaters are taking over the Ministry of Magic, anyone who is not like purely who's not pure, who's half-blood or muggle-born, the emphasis on the because I'm sure in the book for this movie there was a similar amount of focus on the racist themes as there was in the movie. Just with me not reading the books yet, and people voicing out about their like disappointment about how lack of a focus there was in the movies compared to the books. I thought this was a nice touch on describing how heartbreaking it is about how people view certain like how certain people like muggle-borns and half-bloods, now that darkness and it's very fitting, now that darkness has taken over, there is a very strong vibe of dominance over like certain races. So it was very, very heartbreaking. There was a lot of heartbreaking elements in this like in this movie as well, and it doesn't just have to derive from death as well, or how certain people are being trapped, but there was also that detachment with Ron, where, well, we know the Horcrux affected people. Harry was a bit more uncharacteristic. And Ron even made mention about the fact that as soon as he left, he wanted to go back, but he couldn't find Hermione and Harry. But at the time he was wearing the Horcrux, so and we know that well, I know specifically that it's very much like a phylactery in D&D, and Voldemort's like a lich in D&D. And there was also another concept with Hermione's bag being like the bag of holding, I think it was. There's a few D&D terms that I've come across in like my time playing D&D that I'm encountering in this movie, and it warms my heart. But yeah, I know in my time, especially for my first character, because he encountered a phylactery belonging to a lich, and he was affected by it to the point where he was acting uncharacteristic. So I could kind of get an idea of what they were doing with Harry's mentality, with Ron's mentality, in making them act uncharacteristic to a degree. So yeah, I'm just playing with this wig because, yeah. For those who don't know on YouTube, I took a bit of a break midway through the movie to get my parcel because it kind of looks like it kind of looks like Draco's, but I'm getting myself a bit of a cosplay because I bought myself a sword and I thought, why not with the with the wig? Raiden from Metal Gear, well, Metal Gear Rising, Metal Gear Solid, yeah. But yeah, that's besides the point. Yeah, there was a few heartbreaking elements in this, and it was a really nice. I thought it was really nice to touch up upon Harry visiting not just his home area, because when we had that like battle with the snake that was pretending to be Mrs. Bagshot, I believe she was called. Yeah, that crashed into Harry's room, I believe that was, because that was the like home that Harry's parents stayed in before they, yeah. But it was also a very nice touch to see Harry visit his parents' grave, and then Hermione comforting, not just like planting planting a flower on their grave, but also comforting Harry. And I really loved the fact that we had a bit of them two alone, because I know Harry and Ron, they hang about with each other all the time, and I feel like we have gotten a minimal amount of time with Hermione and Harry. We've seen bits and pieces of them two together solely, but I felt like, especially since they've kept on evolving, it was really nice to see them two interacting and being there for each other, and how Hermione's always got like, yeah, Ron was affected by the Horcrux, but to know that Hermione would always have Harry's back was really, really good stuff to see. Yeah, we lost quite a plethora of people. Dobby, I think Dobby was the most heartbreaking one, because we lost Hedwig. There we go. Mad-Eye Moody. We nearly lost George, but thankfully he's only got a hole. I loved that how he did try to lighten the mood there. But yeah, there was that, and we also lost. Yeah, Dobby, like I said, was the heartbreaking. Especially how he stood up to Bellatrix, and yeah. And I really just, little side note, I think the CGI has improved, I feel like, for Dobby, because I felt like there's a bit of a difference to the CGI in Chamber of Secrets and in this movie, but yeah, the way that he stood up to Bellatrix, protecting his friends, it was really beautiful stuff, and very heartbreaking, but like I said, hang on. I didn't upload it. Hang on. Oh my god. I was supposed to upload... Ah! I'll get to that now. But, yeah, it was very, very heartbreaking, losing Dobby, and yeah, it was really powerful, like, especially with the way that he died, and Harry's arms, and I was half expecting, because the way for me, I was just saying no, like he's taken too many people, he has destroyed too many, he's destroyed too much, and yeah, it was very, very like heartbreaking just losing Dobby, and this is it. Like, this is only the first part of this movie, and I can guarantee now that Voldemort has the Elder Wand. It's probably gonna be a bit worse. So I'm just scared. Even further for Hermione and co. For my favorite characters, especially because now that he's got the Elder Wand, he is more powerful. Yes, the Horcruxes have been, well, half the Horcruxes have been destroyed. But, I mean, he's still got, like, 3 Horcruxes remaining, so, you know, that hasn't really, that's just really a scratch, if anything, I feel, for Voldemort, but, yeah, yeah, I'm really scared about how the next movie's gonna go down. But we'll see what happens. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, the thing that I really loved was the explanation regarding the Deathly Hallows. Really loved that bit of backstory. I mean, I made a bit of mention on it, but I really loved the transition into a more animated form. So I really loved that so much. But yeah, this was good. The infiltration into the Ministry of Magic was very fun as well. But yeah, this was a very, very good. I thought this was a good set. This was a good setup. I was nearly finished as well, and you just had to fall. Over dramatic, but yeah, this was a good setup to the second part. Like I said, I think I'm gonna reserve judgment in terms of, like, because I want to bridge these together, because I don't know, a part of me feels like it's unfair to say that, okay, well, this movie is like as a standalone, this movie is not going to be up there in terms of my favorite movies of all time, but bridging, I'm sure bridging this with the second part, unless it's like The Rise of Skywalker or whatever, which we won't speak about, I feel like the second part of the Deathly Hallows will enhance the quality of this as a whole. So yeah, as a standalone, I'd say this ranks like somewhere in the bottom, but that's not to mean that this movie was bad. Just like season 5 currently with Buffy the Vampire Slayer, there are some episodes that are up there that are amongst my favorite. There are some episodes at the bottom, but all the episodes so far have been absolutely great. So. And this was as well, because we had some great tension. We had some heartfelt moments, and things got really dire. Things got really tense. Seeing Harry, Hermione, Ron basically at the bottom of the barrel was like very hard. It was very, very hard to like digest, but it was also very good to see some of the interactions that followed. Like I said, Harry and Hermione, having them two just have that exclusive screen time was really good stuff. And I'm glad that Hermione got a lot more importance in this film than some of the other movies. Like, yeah, she's been touched up upon there and about, but we got to see like some bits of backstory, especially with her and her parents at the beginning, and you know, just her interacting with Harry and being there for him, should I say. So I'm glad that we got more expansion on Hermione, because as everyone knows, she's my favorite character, and just seeing her get a bit more, like, I'd say development is glorious. So I really liked seeing more Hermione in this episode, as well as more of Luna. Like, I feel like we still got a lot more of her in the 5th movie, but I feel like she appeared more in this movie than in Half-Blood Prince, and apparently she was supposed to have a lot more involvement in Half-Blood Prince, or she had a lot more involvement in the book compared to the movie. So, you know, that sucks, because Luna is, like, in my top 3 favourite characters. She's just adorable. And I swear, if anything happens to her, well, something did happen in this movie and I just lost it. So if anything more significant happens to her in part 2, yeah, so, yeah, this was very tense, especially with the Horcrux affecting the mentalities of Harry and Ron, and how that caused a bit of a fracture. Thankfully, Ron came back and saved Harry's skin, literally, because, you know, that Horcrux was like, no, you're not destroying me, because it knew the sword was there. Harry was reaching for it, and it was like, yeah, I don't think so, buddy. It's either live with me or die, so... yeah, so it was really good stuff to see, the tension, the, I guess, negative impacts in the world, like from the racism that went on to the deaths, of course, to the fractures in Harry, Ron, and Hermione's relationship, to just how, like, kind of murky the world was as well. It was just really well done. And I'm glad that they were able to pull off this film in a very different different manner, because this was styled a bit more differently than the previous films. One last note before I do sign off, which is Malfoy. You can see he's still affected. He is still, like, because throughout, like, he didn't have much in this movie, but the moment he did appear, he was still very shooken. He was still very nervous, and he was still very like, scared. And I do hope that he does revolt in some capacity in the second movie, because there is that coercion. I feel for Draco. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But it was also, like, I felt there was a little bit of that with Lucius as well. Like, there was a little bit of skepticism from him as well. Just the way some of his mannerisms that was presented, I felt like that kind of registered something in me. But yeah, this was a good setup for the second movie, which I will, of course, react to next week. Not just for, of course, Patreon, but for, for YouTube and then Patreon, I was going to say, because this is a weekly thing for YouTube. But sometimes I'll take a bit of a gap, like a week gap, for Harry Potter reactions on Patreon, and then, yeah. But yeah, part 2. Nervous, but yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. You can check my videos on the right. If you want to check out more of my content, you can also subscribe to my Media Geeksy channel if you want to. Hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Hope you guys take care, and I will see you guys next time. Toodles!